What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 28 of the Big Donch Podcast. Today we'll be talking about Julio Jones signing with the Buccaneers, discussing who has the nicest championship ring in the NFL, and then we'll be talking about some NBA free agency, what's happening in the MLB, some upcoming fights in boxing, and a whole lot more. Just a reminder to like the Big Donch Podcast on Spotify, subscribe to my YouTube, Big Donch, and follow me on TikTok, which is also called Big Donch. It will be greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. Starting off, like always, NFL, Julio Jones just signed with the Buccaneers. Okay. Look, I just didn't even know his name was. I looked up Julio Jones just to check his stats, see how good he used to be. Quintoris Lopez, Julio Jones Jr. That's his name. I never even knew that. Never even knew that his name was Quintoris. I thought his name was actually Julio. Anyway, that's not important. Signed a 1-year deal with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Hall of Fame, All-2010s team. I will stand by, though, however, that Antonio Brown, okay, was better than him. That's my opinion. Prime AB was better. Hey, just gotta say it. But anyway, from 2014 to 2019, okay, had a 1,000-yard season every year, and these were just 1,000-yard seasons. Okay, 2015, 1,800 yards, led the league. 2016, 1,400 yards. 2017, 1,400 yards. 2018, 1,600 yards. 2019, 1,300 yards. Okay, 2021 though was his year outside of Atlanta. Played with the Titans. Had a lot of injuries. Okay, only played 10 games. 434 yards and 1 touchdown. The problem with Julio Jones is touchdowns. He never really was known for a touchdown, just getting yards. Okay, never really knew. Not that he didn't know how. Obviously, he knows how to score touchdowns, but he just could never really get in the end zone as much. They look at 2017. Okay, played all 16 games, 1,400 yards. But guess how many touchdowns? 3. Okay, that's crazy. Only 3 touchdowns. 2018 led the league, 1,600 yards, but only 8 touchdowns. 2015 led the league, 1,800 yards, but only 8 touchdowns. So it's crazy. He doesn't get in the end zone much. Really does not get in the end zone much. But Mike Evans is really that red zone threat anyway. But that's going to be a good. Obviously, Julio Jones is going to be a third option. It'll be Mike Evans, Godwin, and then Jones. Rob Gronkowski retiring, so he would have been 4th, Julio Jones, but Gronk retired, so Jones is third. But good addition, Julio Jones. I'm sorry, Tom Brady will make any receiver, okay, be good. So I think that's what's going to happen with Julio, 6'3", 220 pounds. Going to be a good threat, though. I still like Julio. Just because I say AB's better doesn't mean I don't like Julio. Obviously, Julio's a great talent. Still has a couple years to him left. Just got to stay healthy. Okay, these past 2 years, 2020 and 2021, just wasn't that healthy. So he stays healthy. He'll be all right. Now, looking at the Buccaneers situation, their defense got a little weaker. Okay, not by much. Their offense, they still need a good, solid running back, which I think they could go without for now. Tom Brady's still going to have the MVP type season like he did last year. Just crazy. I think he's like 45 years old now. Let me look up Tom Brady's age real quick. He was 44 last year, so I just don't know if he had his birthday yet. Yeah, he's still 44. He turns 45 in August. So a couple days, August 3rd, he turns 45. Going to go into the season 45 years old. That's absolutely insane. We gotta appreciate that. Okay, I think the greatest athlete of all time, not on just athletic ability, just the greatest person to ever play a sport is Tom Brady. I just don't see how it could be anybody else. Seven championships in football. Football is one of the hardest sports to win a championship. Okay, and he's a 6th-round pick. Oh my goodness, I could go on and on about Tom Brady. I could make a whole podcast on Tom Brady. Listen, I don't like Tom Brady. I don't, but I gotta appreciate greatness. Okay, not only the greatest quarterback of all time, but the greatest player of all time. I gotta appreciate greatness. I don't like him, obviously, but I appreciate greatness. Okay, I know as a player, he's the best that ever was. It is what it is. Moving on now, Rams. The ring was revealed for the Super Bowl. Okay, it was very nice, very nice. Inside of it, they had the stadium, which I liked. Still not as good though. Still not as good as the others. A lot of people were saying it's the nicest ring ever. I disagree. Okay, I'll say the Buccaneers one was nicer from last year. Looking at some of them now, the Patriots ones aren't that nice, but I mean, how nice can you make them when you constantly win? I'll say the Eagles is one of the nicest ones, to be honest with you. Nicest rings ever made. That one and the Buccaneers one. I never really noticed how the Buccaneers are so good. That's absolutely insane. All gold. That's a nice ring. Looking at other ones, the Broncos one was okay. I like the Broncos one. I'm looking at the Seahawks one. Okay, Ravens, Giants. I'm just trying to pick up some notable ones. The Steelers one I always enjoy because I'm a Steeler fan, but they also have the 6 rings on it, so that's why I enjoyed it. But it's not as nice as others. The Saints one, the first Saints one was pretty nice. The Giants ones weren't that nice. Colts. Uh, yeah, Super Bowl 5, number 5 for the Steelers is nice. So just keep looking. I'm just keep looking. Let's go to the first one ever made. Oh, geez, these are some bad ones. But at the time, they're pretty nice. Yeah, the first ever ring, Green Bay Packers. That's pretty ugly. Probably the ugliest ring of all time, but still iconic. But yeah, just discussing what the nicest ring was. I think the nicest ring I ever saw in like all sports was the Atlanta Braves one. That was insane. But I like the Buccaneers and the Eagles ones, even though I hate the Eagles, but I still gotta admit, they got nice rings. So moving on to the NBA, some big free agency. Not really. Okay, not really. We just really all we really saw was just re-signs. Okay, on the website right now on NBA free agency, we really only saw like just re-signing with teams. Harden and 76ers came to a deal. Suns re-signed Ayton. We did see, however, Gobert go to um the Wolves, which is very surprising. He was traded though. I don't know how that's going to work out. Two bigs on a team with Cat and Gobert. I don't know how it's going to work out. Zion and the Pelicans agreed to a 5-year max extension. That's risky. That's really risky. I love Zion, but obviously he can't stay healthy. Lillard and Blazers signed a 2-year deal. Beal signs with the Wizards back. Nobody ever better defend Beal again. Okay, I better not be seeing no free Beal. Okay, he chose to sign with the Wizards. The Wizards are not a good team. He chose to sign with them. He had his choice to go to better teams. He didn't want to, so I never want to see free Beal again. Just gotta point that out there. Jokic signs a historic extension with the Nuggets. Blazers, Simmons, Morant agrees to a rookie max contract. Garland signs a multi-year extension. So a lot of just extensions, really, and just re-signings. Not really too many players or new teams. We will be seeing, though, however, Kevin Durant can be traded in the next couple of days. I did make a video on Jaylen Brown the other day. I made a reaction video of him, his highlights. I don't know. It's risky though. As a player, the chemistry on the Celtics is perfect. Marcus Smart, Tatum, and Brown. That chemistry is perfect. And as good as Kevin Durant is, I mean that's going to mess up that chemistry. I know Kevin Durant's a great player, but I don't really want to know if I want if I'm the Celtics, do I really want him on the team to lose Jaylen Brown? You know what I mean? I feel like they're not equal, but even though Kevin Durant's better, I just don't know. They made the championship without Kevin Durant. I feel like they just need a solid piece, but without losing Jaylen Brown. So I don't know. As much as I said this in the reaction video with Jaylen Brown, as much as Kevin Durant's a good player, he just in terms of greatness, like he kind of just took the easy way out, every single year. You know what I mean? Went to the Warriors to get his rings. I don't know. I'm not trying to hate Kevin Durant. He's a great player, but I don't know. In terms of greatness, I don't have him up there with the GOATs. I'm sorry. As a player, yes. As like overall better, who's the better players? Kevin Durant's up there. But greatness, I don't have Kevin Durant up there really at all. That's just my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. Looking at the current free agents though. 7 top remaining NBA free agents. This is on NBCSports.com. Let's see who it is. Colin Sexton, number 1. Dennis Schroeder. What? Number 2? That makes no sense. Colin Sexton, of course, though. I don't know there was this few free agents. DeMarcus Cousins at 4, Aldridge at 5, Anthony at 6, Frank Jackson at 7. Dennis Schroeder being number 2 is actually insane. Why? Good player, but I don't know. I feel like Carmelo could be up there over him. Marcus Aldridge had a pretty solid year last year at 36. But I don't know. I didn't know that was that many. That wasn't that many free agents. Basically, is what I'm saying. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll see. I'll see what that KD trade is going to go on though. Sixers aren't going to make any moves. We're just going to stick with Harden and Embiid and just still be a first round, second round exit like we usually always are. That's what usually happens when we have Doc Rivers. I wish we would have got rid of him, but it is what it is. We're going to give him another chance. See how it is. I want to see him succeed. I just don't think he could. Okay, if that makes any sense. Moving on to the MLB. We saw the All-Star game and home run derby. Juan Soto was the champion. Of course, there's trade rumors of him. He declined like a $400 million option with the Nationals. Jeez, I wish I had that. I had that luxury, but he's not even that good either to be acting like that. That's just my opinion. The All-Star game, I forgot who won. Okay, maybe I should have paid attention. I don't really care about the All-Star game as long as my Philly players made it, which it was only Schwarber and Harper. Harper couldn't even play. Zach Wheeler got robbed. Aaron Nola got robbed. That's just my opinion. Home run derby. Also, again, like Schwarber choked. I mean, I don't know if it was rigged or not. I mean, the person throwing throwing the balls, he wasn't that good either. I feel like they didn't count the last home run either. So I don't know. I mean, how did you lose to old? Oh my goodness, how did I forget his name? Albert Pujols. How do you lose to old Albert Pujols like that? Pete Alonso too, taking it serious. He was trying to get that 3-peat. Don't blame him. There was a video of him doing like hex bar deadlifts with cleats in the uniform. That's a little serious. That's a little too far now. Unless, I mean, he was just doing it as a joke, but who knows? He lost. Phillies though, they're worrying me. Of course, they're sitting at 50-47. We are number 6 in the wild card, and now we're out of that. Just like that, we're playing the Braves, a huge important series. We're tied 1-1 right now in the series. We're playing them today again at 12:35. That's soon. That's 10 minutes. I didn't even know that. In Philly. Then we take on the Pirates for the next couple games, this has to be a sweep. Has to be a sweep. Cardinals, we are competing with, but yeah, they're worrying me like usual. Who knows? Harper's surgery not looking too good, so he might not be coming back anytime soon. So I'm nervous, of course, but we might be another season of the Phillies missing the playoffs once again with a solid roster. Even though we have a solid roster, still we'll end up missing playoffs. Doing it the Phillies way. Let's get out of baseball. I'm aggravated with the Phillies. Let's go on to boxing. Okay, we saw Ryan Garcia fight Javier Fortuna, silencing the haters. Not all though. Still, people say Fortuna is a trash can, a taxi driver, all this tomato cans, and he's a scrub. It's unbelievable. Javier Fortuna is not a scrub. He's older, yes, but he's a champion. He's a former champion. The fact that they disrespect him like that, jeez, man. You know what I mean? Fortuna, he's just fast. I'm sorry, he's just fast. Power, okay, body shots, get into the head. We need to see that fight versus Tank. Does it have to be end of the year? All right. I ain't worried if it's the end of the year or not. Okay, it's fine if it's not. But we do got to see that. A lot of people are already on Tank. I think this fight could go either way. I mean, Garcia's a better overall boxer, I feel like. I know that might be crazy, but Garcia can outbox Tank. Tank in his fights, he always gets outboxed until that one punch. So that's the thing Garcia has to look out for. All it takes is one punch from Tank, and it's lights out. So that's really all. Yeah, I feel like Garcia can outbox him if he just stays away and has a strong chin from those power punches. Look at the upcoming schedule, though. July 30th, which is this Saturday. Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez. August 6th, Jake Paul versus Haseem Rahman Jr. Even though Haseem's an actual boxer, I feel like this is going to be scripts. 10 rounds. I didn't know that. That was going to be 8. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be Jake Paul's biggest challenge, but hopefully it's not rigged. I don't know. I don't believe it's rigged or not, but I don't know. It's going to be a good fight, though, I feel like. I like these fights. I like Jake Paul fighting. I don't know. A lot of people hate him so much. He's working hard. He's actually working hard like an actual professional boxer. If people don't want to give him the credit. We'll see, though. I just want this fight to be real, not legit. I mean, not script. I want it to be legit. I want his team to actually try to knock him out. I want Jake Paul to see his actual test. You know what I mean? I want to see an actual test for Jake Paul. A lot of people are saying he's getting paid. Haseem is getting paid to take a dive. I hope not. I really hope not. I didn't believe it was this. I didn't believe it was like that for the Tyron Woodley fight. I feel like Jake Paul actually knocked him out because I mean, who willingly like signs up for that? That's a hard punch. But I don't know. I'm excited for it though. I am. I'm excited to see Jake Paul actually have a test. August 13th, we're seeing Teofimo back in the league versus Pedro Campa. Only 10 rounds though. What? I didn't know it was 10 rounds. Oh jeez. Saudi Arabia, August 20th. Usyk versus Anthony Joshua for 12 rounds. I mean, that's for everything besides the WBC belt. For Usyk's WBA, WBO, IBF heavyweight titles. Hopefully, we see the winner of this fight face Fury. Even though Fury said he retired, I feel like big paycheck for him. He'll be out. I think Fury destroys Joshua, but against Usyk, I don't know. It could be either way. September 10th in London, Clarissa Shields for Savannah Marshall, 10 rounds for Shields WBC, IBF, WBA, middleweight titles, and Marshall's WBO middleweight title. And then last one on the main fights for the year, September 17th, Las Vegas. Okay, that's gonna be on the Zone. I didn't know how to pronounce that till like recently. The Zone. I thought it was just called Daz, and I don't even know. Title fight: Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. 12 rounds for Alvarez, WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF, super middleweight titles. Hey, Golovkin go out undisputed, maybe, but I don't know. I think it's a risky fight. Golovkin's like 40 years old, fighting Canelo, who's still in his prime. Canelo. It's gonna be hard, but hey, who knows? It's Golovkin. Those two last fights were amazing. Whether you agree with the decisions or not, they're still amazing fights. That's really it. That's really on boxing. That's really on the Big Donch Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Quick and easy, like usual. Getting to the point. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Spotify, you name it all. I'm out, guys. Peace.